with salt and pepper. How has Gail made you?
Don't get me crying.
And we are here live at the SAG Awards. Leave a message. What's the biggest lesson motherhood has taught you?
To be honest.
Studio
I'm the
Q.
Q in the studio.
All right, cutie.
It's a different world.
Thanks for coming. Thank you for Thanks for letting me know you.
It's an interview and shit over here.
This is probably the best interview I've ever done.
And you're such a great interviewer, my goodness.
This is honestly the best interview I've had in months.
I'm hanging out with my booskies.
Studio Q, baby.
Hey everybody, it's your girl Quencie. Shout out to everybody on my Studio Q Facebook page. Hello to everybody on For the Love of Whitney. That's my Whitney page. And hi to all of my subscribers on YouTube. And for anybody who's watching this on the replay, thank you for pressing play. Thank you for watching. Share it with all your friends. Shout out to people who come into the comments. My boy Chef Wine. Fine as Wine. If you want to know all about cooking, please follow him on YouTube. That's my boy. Thank you for always supporting. Yes, he done said share the stream out for my upcoming guest. Her name is ALLI STARR. She should be with us soon. And yeah, so share the stream out. Hi there, Zoe. How you doing? And I see she's in the building. I see ALLI STARR in the building. So I'm going to just go ahead and add her to the stream right now. What's going on? Hello, everyone. This is the beautiful, talented ALLI STARR. She is an international recording artist. International means she didn't headline events over in Japan, in London, in China. Like, international means that. So she's got the perfect title for who she is and what she does. And one of the reasons I wanted to have her on today is because she recently did a Whitney Houston tribute in Vegas, celebrating, or I would say like honoring the 10 years that our girl has been gone. And a lot of people, you guys know I'm a big Whitney Houston fan. I got a For the Love of Whitney page, which supports the fan documentary that I did. So anybody showing love to Whitney Houston, I want to talk to. So welcome to Studio Q. Welcome to For the Love of Whitney. Thank you so much, ALLI, for joining.
Thank you for having me.
And I'd like to know what inspired you to create a tribute, because it was a full-on show.
It was. The inspiration came from, I've been listening to her since I can talk. And when Whitney passed away, I just knew I had to do something to honor her that I didn't get a chance to do while she was living. And ironically, when she passed away, I had just had children. I have twins, and they were about 2 months old. And all I can think about is I'll never be able to take my daughter to a Whitney Houston concert with me. That hit me.
Yeah, especially if you've been to one and you know how magical they can be.
Right.
Yes. Were you able to ever meet Whitney when she was here?
No, I've never met her personally.
Wow.
We're in the same building as each other quite a few times in passing, but I've never got a chance to meet her.
Wow. Well, I know you grew up in the church just like her, singing, and people say, hey, you was going to be a star so much that they start calling you Star. And I guess that's where your name came from, right?
Sort of, kind of, yeah. But for
kind of, sort of.
Yeah, for the most part, as a child, you hear growing up all the time that you're going to be a big star. And that's not where my path was going at the time. But after a while of hearing it, manifestation is real. So I just started to tap into that. And here I am.
Here you are. Well, I want to talk about this tribute. Like, I know you want to do something, but this is a whole decade. So when did it come to mind to actually put that show together? Like, this ain't year 5, this is year 10. So it must have took some time and thought. And take us through your process.
Actually, I started writing the show 10 years ago when she passed.
No way.
just never having the courage to execute it up until now. But I started writing how I wanted the show to go 10 years ago when she passed. Just a vision of how I would want to see her honored, and just highlighting all the positive things and the different emotions that her voice will take you on, an emotional roller coaster.
Man, so did it turn out the way you envisioned it 10 years ago?
It was better. I'm not
Better.
I'm not the same person I was 10 years
Yeah.
ago in my artistry. So I know had I rushed the process, it wouldn't have been as good as it was doing it now.
Yeah. And I know like you opened with Queen of the Night, you did My Love Is Your Love, you did Greatest Love of All, which is my favorite Whitney song. How were you able to choose? Like Whitney got a catalog.
Yes. Whitney has a catalog so extensive that the next show will be slightly different than the first, because you just can't do all her songs in one show.
She couldn't even do them all in one show.
No, absolutely not. So it was a difficult decision choosing which songs to do for the first show. But I definitely wanted to highlight throwback Whitney when she first came out, and she was that young pop star and innocent, and her voice was raw and pure, and it was like, who is this woman? So I wanted to make sure that I tapped into that and honored who she started as before she passed, just the beginning.
Wow. So Queen of the Night opened it up, right? Like,
definitely powerful song. It shows Whitney sexy side, her hardcore side that, you know, we're used to seeing Whitney all in love and taking you through the love journey. But Queen of the Night stood out as a powerful women's improvement song. Like, I'm here, I'm the queen of the night. I don't care what nobody says. I'm going to be me. So that's how I want to open the show.
Oh, yes, yes. What was the reaction? Because I think that I read somewhere like that it's sold out. Like people were like ecstatic. So you weren't the only one who needed to give it. They needed to receive it as well.
Apparently, I had no idea. Again, 10 years ago, I just knew that I wanted to honor her. I had no idea where I would be at the level that I'm at now. So to sell out the show in 18 days was just like, all right, Whitney, it's me and you. We got this.
I definitely feel like her spirit is everywhere, you know, especially aligning with people who love her and want to do that, because I think that's what she was influenced by so many people. So I think that you doing something like that fulfills her. You know what I mean? I post other people singing Whitney Houston songs on my page all the time, because I want people to know that she came here to inspire. Like, she touched other people, and they're not trying to be her, but like they're influenced by her. So just like you're going to hear inflections of Dion and Sissy and Aretha and Whitney, you're going to hear Whitney and everybody else. And I love that, because it just pays homage to her, and it keeps her legacy even stronger than what she could have did on her own.
Absolutely. And I to make sure people knew that I wasn't trying to emulate her in any way. It was truly a tribute and an honor just to be able to sing her songs and put a story together behind it. Was truly an honor to be able to do.
And you introduced a young 12-year-old to sing The Greatest Love of All. Like, you didn't look, you lifting as you climb. What inspired you to do that?
Well, when I was valedictorian in school, and one of the songs.
Say that again. Don't let that go by. Did you say valedictorian?
Yeah, I was valedictorian at one point in school, and one of the songs that they wanted me to sing was The Greatest Love of All. And I have to be honest, I didn't like it. I didn't want to sing it. I didn't understand why. But now I'm an adult with children. And my vocal student, her name is Kyla Banks. When I started to really put the show together, I thought about what those teachers and leaders were trying to instill in me back then, as to why the significance of the song is so relevant to me and my life today, and for the children that I do have around me, including my own. So I wanted to make sure that I highlighted my vocal student and to show her that she's a star, that she has somebody that truly believes in her, and whatever I can do to make that happen for her, if she wants it, I'm gonna be there for her.
Now, see right there, that's very Whitney-esque. That's very Whitney-esque, reaching back and helping younger people. Like one of the things I always say is she shared her shine, you know?
Absolutely.
And that's what I see you doing.
I can't do this without God. And I'm just here to be a blessing. And if one of those things that I can do is share my talent and my gift and my knowledge with someone who wants to be in the business, that's all I want to do.
And your stage, ALLI STARR, you shared your stage and your mic.
Yeah.
That is a big deal. Now, Mickey Howard and I think it was Maxine
Jones.
Maxine Jones, the founder of In Vogue, who we all, come on, both of them, Mickey and, Maxine, come from, vocal power women. So what did it feel like to be presented with flowers from them, that like they were in the audience and they just didn't receive your show, they received you and gave you love? Like, what was that? What was that feeling like?
I cried. It was very surreal to have two legendary women in the game not only support me, but to honor me with such beautiful words. Mickey and Whitney were very close. And I always find myself surrounded with folks in the business that were very close to Whitney, that has some of the most amazing stories. And it makes me feel like I know her in some type of way. So to have those two women come on that stage and say the things that they did, and to say that they know for a fact that she would have been proud of me honoring her, it meant a lot.
Oh, yeah. I mean, you guys, ALLI STARR, she also was a background singer, and she like background for some of the greats from Shaka Khan. Yeah, Shaka Khan, and Brandy, Johnny Gill, Bobby Womack. So like you've been around people who know Whitney, who sang with Whitney. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So you've gotten to feel that.
Yeah. And it's like every time that any one of those people talk about her, it's just a feeling that comes over in the room, like she's there.
Yeah.
And it warms me every time just to hear any type of story about her. It makes me feel good.
See, I love that. Whitney started out background singing as well, with her mother, and in the studio, learning her chops, singing behind her mom in the nightclub, Sweetback. What did you learn as a background singer that has helped you shine as an artist, as a solo artist?
Being a background singer is just as important as being the front artist. When I turn around and I see my background singers hyping me up and holding me down, it fuels me to give the best show that I can give. So I love doing background. I still do background. I do background for Maxine Jones, actually.
For real? Okay.
I still do. So I love being behind the scenes and just supporting the artists, because everybody has a part in the business. Mm-hmm. Your background, again, is most important, because they're your on stage hype person. They hold you down, they're making sure you sound good. They're keeping the energy up. So it's important.
It's very important. And that's one thing I loved about Whitney too, is that as big of a star she was, here she is, in Hawaii somewhere singing backup for BB and CeCe Winans. Mm-hmm. So that love to support never went away, no matter how big of a star she was. And obviously for you, neither.
No, I love it. I mean, just being on the stage is a high. It's a rush. It's something that continuously pulls you back. As an artist, you know that you can never say that you're retiring from something that you love. You retire from a job. You don't retire from love. So any opportunity that I can get, whether it's being in the front or whether it's being in the background, I just love the stage.
Yeah. And what has it been like for you balancing your artistry, being out there, and also having twins, one of them who's on the autism spectrum. And so like, that's a lot.
It is. My children have been rocking and rolling with me for 10 years. I kind of like to tell people they grew up in the business because when I had them, again, 2 months later, I took them out to Japan and they grew up their first year of their life in Japan. So they've been in this business. You can find them at my rehearsals or at shows that permit children, but they rock and roll and they like the lifestyle.
Yeah. Do you see any spark in them to want to do what you do?
My daughter, she can sing. I'm not sure that's the path she wants to take, but I encourage her to do whatever she wants. But I know with her watching me, dress up and get ready for shows and have rehearsals, it's encouraging her to maybe, step her foot in the water.
Yeah, like you're a real live diva right in front of her every day.
For her.
Yeah, of course. Well, I mean, that you're the star for her every day. Like, she gets to see you as mom, but then she gets to see how you can transform and be on stage.
She's my hype person because when we're out, she'll pull up my video on YouTube and be like, "This is my mommy's video." So, absolutely.
I love that. I love that. Now you have relaunched your latest video or something. It's called More, right?
Yes, More. Mm-hmm.
So talk a little bit about your career at this stage and what you're trying to express throughout your music.
Right now we're getting ready to release my EP. It's called Situationship. And Situationship is my baby. It's the body of work that I'm most proud of because it's personal. Mm-hmm. I really talk about things that happen in my life that I'm not ashamed of, that I think a lot of people probably wouldn't have talked about, but want to talk about. So mm-hmm. It'll definitely be relatable. And I just want people to be able to remember how they felt when they hear my music.
I love that. I love that. What do you think about the state of R&B music right now?
A throwback person. So for me, what's considered R&B in today's world is not R&B for me. Mm-hmm. I mean, Whitney's R&B, Shaka's R&B. I don't really consider a lot of these younger artists R&B. Good music, nonetheless. But R&B makes you feel something. It's storytelling. It makes you want to, sit in your car and listen to it for hours and hours. That is the type of music that I want to produce and give that feeling for people. Yeah, I love it. When I think of your song, Situationship, it kind of puts me in the mind of Saving All My Love for You as well. Like just the storytelling of it all. Yeah, it's a true story. And I think the most feedback that I get from it is that, man, I can't get it out of my head. And that's what I want. Yeah. Yeah. Because we carry these songs. These songs become like markers in our lives. They connect to what we go through. Right. You can kind of, go back in your own history and know where this song correlated with something that went on in your life. Oh, absolutely. For sure. And I think that's why I relate so much to Whitney's music. Because each song tells a story about something, whether she went through it personally, somebody went through it. And I can always find myself relating to the story through the music. Yes. And that's what I always love that she spoke about. She's like, I'm not going to ever sing anything that I don't feel, that I can't relate to. She would hold songs because she said, I haven't lived enough yet to be able to put the kind of emotion that this song requires. Have you ever felt that way about music or certain things that you sing? I only write about what I know. I can't write about something I don't know about. It's not in me. Yeah. Whether it's a happy day, a sad day, a breakup, an engagement, I know about all those things. Right. If you live long enough, you can write about all of those things. I can't write about social activism right now because I don't know too much about that. So I try to stay in my lane of what I know. And as I progress, as Whitney say, the more I live, the more I'll be able to write about. Yeah. And I a lot of people used to, I think it's awesome that you're a writer because Whitney wasn't necessarily, she didn't write a lot,
but her vocal storytelling, that was the production. Like, because a lot of the songs that became huge, other people sang them before she did.
And when she got a hold of them, she made them her own, and that was it.
I was like, Dolly Parton sang that before? Really? Like, Saving All My Love, I didn't know that was out before Whitney. Yep. Greatest Love of All, that was out before. But all we remember is her now.
Exactly.
Which is a testament to the greatness.
The storytelling behind her voice.
Yes, yes. She would always say, when I go in there and I lay down my vocal, that's my production. You know? She's like, people talk about producers and stuff. I produce me.
All day.
Yes, you feel that.
Yep.
Definitely, definitely. I'm just so happy that you took the time 10 years ago to have a vision to honor somebody that you didn't even know who wasn't going, I mean, you knew she wasn't around, but like you developed it and then became an even better, evolved artist to give it what it actually deserved. That feeling must have been awesome.
I'm still processing it. I mean, it was a week ago today, and I'm still processing. A friend of mine, brought me this today, and I'm just looking at
it. Put it back up, Allie. Bam!
There you go. Yes. So I'm on a high. I'm still processing everything that happened, and just thankful that I know without a shadow of a doubt, however big or however small the production was, I know that it left a feeling in people that they were satisfied, that they remembered Whitney in the light that she was supposed to be remembered in, and I did my best to honor her.
And did you feel that like you needed to do that, like that you needed to add some more love to her in the world?
Absolutely. Once the show was over, I took a deep breath and I was like, I did it. When you hear the word Whitney, you better be able to sing. A lot behind that. It's not just, Whitney wasn't a dancer. She do a bunch of theatrics. The theatrics was her voice.
Yeah.
So anytime you say, I'm going to sing a Whitney Houston song, you better have the voice to sing a Whitney Houston song. So the pressure of that is over. I did it.
You delivered. Were you happy with your results? Like, were you happy? Was other people happy? Were you happy with the complete show of, really delivering a tribute to Whitney? Were you happy with yourself?
I'm happy that I did it. I'm happy that in 10 years, I finally built up enough courage to do it. I'm always going to be harder on myself than anybody. I know for a fact that everybody loved the show. People are still talking about it. There are some things that I want to tweak, but I also was coming off a 14-day straight run of me singing when I did the show. So
really, Allie? Just gonna push it to the limit, huh?
I mean, if anybody can give me the strength from where I needed, it was Whitney.
Yes, that's true.
To do that, but to execute it in the manner that I did, I know it was nothing but God and her that was in that room with me to be able to sing those songs, because they're not easy to sing.
Ma'am, yes.
Great.
Listen, look, just in me lip syncing, I just do lip syncs, and I'll be like, where the breath at? How y'all?
Yeah.
And don't let me do karaoke. I'm like, where is even Bobby Brown becomes a great singer to me, because I'm like, whoo.
Not Bobby Brown.
Yes. When I'm on karaoke, you realize how hard being a good singer is. Y'all make it look very easy, but it's not.
It's not. I mean, even while you're doing it, I remember tracking the show with one of my producers, and I don't know if you've ever taken the chance to listen to the a cappella versions of her songs on YouTube, where just her vocals and the background, and you hear things that you never heard before, and tracking those and recording those exact same parts, it was like, Lord Jesus, Whitney, do this. And back then it wasn't any auto tune.
Right.
She sang that straight on.
Yes. Yes.
For some of her recordings, she did one takes.
One take. The national anthem.
One
take. I Will Always Love You. One take. Really. And we don't realize, like, I'm sure you do. You've always probably known, but you know, just us regulars who be like, give me the mic. Then you realize, oh, no. This is something that you need to be blessed with by God. And even Whitney said, oh, no, we rehearse. I practice. Like, I don't just, you know, she even gave herself the respect of working on her craft.
But she also knew when she knew, and to be able to step out on that field and do the national anthem, that's like one of the bigger pressure events. And to do it with no rehearsal and to flawlessly execute it and to still be one of the most recognized renditions of the song to date is amazing.
Allie, they play that on the radio. They used to play that on the radio like it was a single.
Exactly. And that's how I actually opened up the show. Before Queen of the Night, it opened up with her singing the national anthem, actually.
Oh, wow. That's amazing. Now we didn't talk about this show. How can Whitney Houston fans get their hands on it, see a clip of it? You know, they didn't even know that you were doing this. Now they know that you're doing it. Where can they purchase it, look at it?
Real soon. You know, with the show just being last week, we're still in editing mode. And I'm sure you saw the clip that you did see, but we haven't released that yet. But very soon, just please look out on my social media pages for when we drop the clip and the next show date.
Oh, wait a second. So you packing this up and taking it on the road? What's going on?
I'm doing this again and again.
What? So tell me about the trip, because this is supposed to be just a one-time thing, or was it ever a one-time thing? Did you always plan for it to be something that you would be doing over and over?
I always plan for it to be a one-time thing, but when I started to really hone in on completing the show, and my team around me was like, "You're gonna have to do this more than once." Mainly for the simple fact that she has so many songs, you can't do them all in one show again. So once I started to realize that, I already started writing for show number 2. So it's happening.
What? Nice. So not only, go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, I'm just saying it was definitely happening.
What were you going to say? Okay. So that's going to be happening. So we need to be looking out for, let me create a banner for your social media. What is your, where can we go? Where should we be able to look at? I'm gonna do a little CNN ticker. What's your
Facebook? It's ALLI STARR 1, ALLISTARR 1. Well, that's Instagram. I'm sorry. Facebook is just ALLI STARR.
Okay. ALLI STARR. And then I'm put Facebook. All right. Yes, we're gonna do a little CNN sticker. So
you quick with no.
Huh? Shoot. Listen. And this is only the 3rd or 4th time I've used StreamYard. I'm getting my learning curve is high. I didn't mess up. Don't get me wrong.
I see it. I like it.
Yes. Follow ALLI STARR on Instagram and ALLI STARR on Facebook to look out for the Whitney Houston tribute that she just did last week in Vegas. Sold out show. Like, she played some of, all of our favorites, but we Whitney fans, we love all Whitney. So ain't nothing you really can play that we ain't gonna be like, yeah, I remember that one. I love that one.
Right.
But the great news is that you're gonna do this again. So that means that you need to figure out a way for people who can't come to Vegas can purchase a way to see you live.
Well, because we were going to do a virtual session for the show, but I was so nervous. I was like, well, what if it doesn't go right? And what if this and what if that? And the show turned out amazing.
Come on.
We should have. So definitely for the next one, for a lot of my international fans, especially, that definitely
yes.
We will sell a package to where you can watch it live.
Yeah, I mean, how you gonna have international recording artists? Your kids spend their first year in Japan, and they can't watch you do a Whitney Houston tribute,
No,
ma'am.
no. We gonna
But
get
you
it
correcting
together.
that. We're gonna get it together. She's gonna correct that and make it happen. I'm so
Yes.
excited. What are some other things that are coming up that we can look for and support you in?
If you're in the Las Vegas area, or if you're traveling to Las Vegas, I have 4 residencies that you can catch me at. Tuesdays and Saturdays, I'm at a place called Cork and Thorn. That's why it was 14 days of straight singing.
Wow. Okay. Come on, Black woman, Black History Month, handling it. That's
I am
what's up. Go ahead.
blessed to be one of the top entertainers here in Las Vegas that continue to work and just be seen and visible because it's important. So Tuesdays and Saturdays, I'm at
Amazing.
Cork. Wednesdays, I'm at Classic Jewel. And Sundays, I'm at the Urban Lounge.
So your life is that of singing
All day.
all day, every day. Oh, that I don't think people understand, like, that's a really big deal in 2022 after living in a global pandemic, that you're still like able to do this and people are being able to come out and watch and support. Like, that's a big deal.
It is. And when we went through the pandemic at the very height of it, I actually happened to be the only entertainer in Las Vegas that continued to work just because of how my club setting was set up. So while a lot of entertainers were sitting home, I was taking that chance and that risk to be out amongst the public to still be able to deliver music because it was important. I mean, the world stopped and things got depressive. And if I can just shine some light and some hope through music, then that's what I wanted to do.
You ain't nothing but a real artist. That's all you are. You ain't nothing but that sounds like nothing but a real true artist who is just, they know their purpose from the beginning. They know it. They know it. I just want to know, like, how are you taking care of yourself in the midst of that? Just hearing that 14-day run, hearing global pandemic, hearing that you're one of the only artists doing it, and knowing that you have a pacemaker, you've overcome like heart disease. Like, how are you able to remain safe?
God. Literally, at the very forefront of my mind will always be my children, keeping them safe.
Yeah.
And with keeping them safe means I have to take certain precautions just so that I stay safe because I have a pacemaker. It's scary sometimes being among so many people at any given rate. Actually, my whole household just fought and beat COVID about a month ago.
Oh, wow. I'm so happy to hear that.
Yeah, we're all doing amazing, and I'm thankful that we all got it at the same time.
Mm-hmm.
Finished it together. We started together. We finished it, so the whole household was in the clear. But you don't know with what's going on. So I'm still masked up when I'm entering the club. I don't stay long. It's different now. I can't really mingle with a lot of my fans anymore just because I'm trying to stay as safe as I can. But
Yeah.
I try to get it in just a little bit, and then I'm back home to my children.
Amen. Oh, your kid's got a good mommy.
Yeah, she ain't out here running the streets. She on the stage and she back home.
She back home. Okay. Look, in that order.
Yes.
I love that. I love that. Well, Allie, I mean, it's just been a joy to be able to talk to the lady behind the Whitney Houston tribute.
Thank you.
And the fact of, being able to be exposed to some of your music, which is awesome, and finding your background. Because, like, I think I even read, because you were talking about being like one of the top performers in Vegas, but like also like something about Barbra Streisand. You were like,
yeah, I was
picked or something to be behind Barbra Streisand. What? Explain.
Yeah, to be part of a backing choir for her here in Las Vegas, and that was a surreal feeling. I mean, it's Barbra Streisand, and it's something
Barbra Streisand
forever. It's etched in my mind. It's like that's up there with Whitney. It's Barbra.
Yes, absolutely. Even Whitney would say that's up there with her.
Right.
Yes. So you actually performed.
Yeah. We sang one song behind her when she did a concert with El Divo.
Nice. So you got some real experience in that suitcase of yours.
I do. I have 18 years worth of experience.
Different with different people, different countries.
Yeah, singing backup, headlining my own shows here in the United States as well as abroad.
And where do you see yourself? Like, what is the goal for ALLI STARR in the future? Like, where will you be even more happier in your artistry than you are now?
I need my first Grammy in the next 5 years.
Come on now, we claiming that.
Absolutely.
What is today? The 17th, February 17th, 2022. We about to have that.
Yep. I need my first Grammy. So that is, that's like the Super Bowl of music. You always strive, to reach a Grammy. And my idol is legendary in the Grammy world. And if I can just get one,
come on,
I'll be satisfied. Yes. That's what I'm striving.
I'm claiming that. It ain't nothing but a manifestation, right? That ain't nothing but, a few short words and keep doing what you always been doing.
And with the Grammys coming to Las Vegas this year, I feel like I'm getting closer and closer to getting there.
Oh, it's coming there this year?
Yes.
Oh, I did not know that. Oh, okay. Listen, I know you're going to be on the scene, so you be safe with your mask and whatnot.
I will.
Because I know all your musical friends will be in the house.
Absolutely.
So that'll be fun. Well, listen, I can't let you go. Like, you got to hum something. You got to do it just even 30 seconds. Give us just a little something before we go, because I just want to hear you.
Sure.
If you don't mind.
I don't mind at all. A few stolen moments is all that we share. You got your family and they need you there. Though I try to resist being last on your list, but no other man's gonna do. So I'm saving all my love for you.
Yes! Do you know how hard I want to jump in? I just didn't want
Join me.
Yeah, but everybody else would have been mad.
That's a real fan right there.
Yes, I'm a huge fan. Everybody already know I'm a huge. That's me and Nippy right there.
And I'm jealous. By the way, like,
I wish you could have met her. Like, I mean, for real, because like the way your heart is, she just would have gobbled you up. She would have. Y'all would have been singing together. Ooh,
man,
I wish I could have borrowed your voice when I was with her.
To be honest with you, if I ever had a chance to meet her, I don't even know if I would have been able to sing.
What would you want? What would you want to say to her? What would you want her to know if you did get, an opportunity to sit with her? Because you are a vocalist who grew up listening to her.
I would simply just tell her, thank you for saving my life, because at some point her music saved my life.
Oh,
thank her.
Really? Mm-hmm. Wow. I love that.
That's
say that again.
That's another story.
That's another story for another day. But I know there's so many people who can relate to that. Right. They really, really can. They love them some Whitney Houston.
I didn't know my own strength definitely resonates with me when that song came out. So
I used to put that on repeat.
Exactly.
Yes.
I would simply just want to tell Whitney, thank you for saving my life.
She heard you. She heard you. She everywhere, girl. She is everywhere. Yeah.
The influences is definitely everywhere.
She is. Look, I think Robin Crawford had posted something that said some things death can't even touch.
Yeah.
Boom, bam. So listen, I can't wait to talk to the person who's been influenced by Grammy-winning ALLI STARR in a decade, talking about you in the way that you're talking about Whitney, because that's inevitable. That's what happens when you put your heart in the songs and when you leave it all on the stage. You can't help but touch people.
And that's all I want to do.
Yes. You in the group with Whitney and Shaka and Brandy and all of them. I love it. I love being able to talk to real artists and, people who love Whitney. And so this has been great for me. I appreciate you coming on and
Thank you for having.
Oh, yes. And listen, when you do your show, you come back and talk about it, or, let people know how they can, get connected. Because, hey, I got a whole, I did the Facebook page to support my fan documentary, but it's a celebration of Whitney every day. So if you got some Whitney things to celebrate, come on over.
I would definitely let you guys know when we take the show virtual so everyone can see it.
Yeah, I post it. No problem.
Yep.
Well, thank you so much. Do you mind doing a quick drop for me before you go? Just your name, and you're watching Studio Q.
I don't mind at all. Hey, what's up, guys? I'm ALLI STARR right here in Las Vegas, and you are watching me with Studio Q.
Boom. Thank you, ALLI STARR. Thank you so much for joining me. Appreciate you.
Bye.
Talk to you soon. Yay. I love talking to great artists. Did you hear her sing? She killed it. She killed it. Well, thank you guys all for joining me. Forgive me for not looking at all the comments. I'll definitely go back and respond to them. And I'll see you on the next interview. Peace.